As we speak. Check 1, 2. That's it. Could leave this one out. Can you give me 2 minutes or something like that? I'm going to plan it.
What website is it going to be on?
Give me 2 minutes. Let me just get this.
No problem. I was going to say, because we can move your car if you need to, because it's just that it's in a fire lane. We just have to move
There it is.
My husband couldn't make it. I said it's on the way. So it's Pasudio.com? Pasudo.com. And then look for
And it's
Amazing
spelled out.
Grace.
It's, if you go to youtube.com/pseudo DOTCOM, it's there.
Maybe the dog is right out front. Here's Karen now. Yeah, we're right. We're broadcasting already. We have them surround area. Like the real one. You got it?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we would like to welcome everyone to the Sheraton Atlantic City for the wedding reception of Grace and Daniel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our ceremony is going to begin momentarily. I'd like to invite our guests up front. Now, there is a walkway right here to my left. We have Miss New Jersey here. If you could raise your hand. Now, to Miss New Jersey's left, if our guests could go right down the walkway, we have plenty of room on both sides to observe the ceremony. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to the front, and our ceremony will begin momentarily.
Did we get a prenup?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some room here also. If you'd like to join us on this side. Okay, there is plenty of room on both sides, so please, everyone, move your way up as close as you can. So we can witness the ceremony of our official wedding this evening. I do believe that the Sheraton has a beautiful buffet of dog treats. Instead of chicken fingers tonight, I think we're going to have some begging strips, but it's going to be delicious. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please make your way up front. We have plenty of room on both sides. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you could have your attention, please, I would like to turn the festivities over to our honored guest, Prince Lorenzo.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank you all for being here. I think this is a really important wedding. Clark, thank you as well. I'm going to talk briefly about our mission and why we're here. Clark's a famous YouTube guy with over 110 million views. He is best man in this wedding. His adopted sister Layla is maid of honor. And of course we have Amazing Grace and Daniel here that are going to get their vows tied tonight, and Karen's our pastor. But not this Karen, the other Karen. I want to get serious for about 3 minutes and explain to you our mission. And our mission is very simple. Clark, can you just give me a couple minutes, buddy? All right? You'll get on camera soon. So, our mission is twofold. One is to promote pet adoption. Now, through Animal Aid, I want you to know something very important. We are not animal advocates. We are animal lovers. Everyone in this community pays for their own trips to get these animals adopted. They pay to get them neutered. No one makes a salary. We do it because we love it, and we love our animals. What's very interesting about the United States is that this year alone, over 20 million people will bring a pet home. And sadly, less than 30% will adopt. Now, people may tell you that it's a supply-demand issue, that there's too many dogs and cats out there, and therefore, we have to put them down. That's not true. We can adopt our way out of killing our animals. It is that simple. If 20 to 30% of the people that bought pets instead adopted, the United States would be a no-kill country. And that's where we want to be. So through this Amazing Grace Caravan, we are promoting adoption. We're going down to Georgia, and we're bringing back over 100 dogs and cats, and we're finding them homes. Now, the United States is a country which I believe has no borders. Any dog or cat that needs a home is a dog that needs to be saved. So please, if you're looking for a pet, if you're one of those 20 million people, consider adoption. Now, number two, I'm here because I'm pissed off. And I know there's children here, but I'm really upset that the United States gasses our animals. It's done. They don't, yes. And that, for those of you, okay, I'd be furious too if I was one of these dogs. But in 31 states right now, what is happening is they're putting dogs and cats in gas chambers. Now, it's done because it's fairly easy. They can obviously put down more pets at one time. It's a set it and forget it type of method, which is extremely inhumane. And I've read what happens to these dogs that go in chambers and these cats, and it's not an easy way to go. Now, if you think about our criminals in the United States, when they are put down, they are not gassed. Yet our animals are disposed as they were old toys. They're put in chambers and put down. 50% of the animals that end up in a shelter this year will be put down. So if it's done, we want it to be done as humanely as possible. Now that brings me to the story of Amazing Grace. Now, Grace is here because in 2006, she was put in a gas chamber in Georgia. When the gas chamber was open, surprisingly, Grace was still alive, and Linda, who was one of the control officers, felt awful and brought Grace to a vet, and Grace was saved, and she's with us here today. Now, because of Grace, and because her story got out there, there's something called Grace's Law, which in 2010 banned gassing of animals in the state of Georgia. Now, that brings me to Daniel the Beagle, who we all know because in October of 2011, Daniel faced the same fate that Grace did. And Daniel was put in a gas chamber in Alabama with 18 other dogs. All 18 dogs unfortunately passed, but Daniel survived. And Daniel was adopted out by this gentleman, Joe, who's there. And unfortunately, Alabama has not passed a law, but because of the recognition of what's happening with Daniel, the bus is spraying, they're trying to ban it in Alabama. Our goal is to create a buzz and to make sure the United States becomes a no-kill country through gas chambers. Now, it doesn't take millions of dollars. It just takes a petition signed that we pass to the United States government, to the Secretary of Agriculture, and tell him that in order for us to approve him and what's happening in the United States, we want this outlawed through the country. All we need is a signature and your support. Again, we are all volunteers here, and we're doing it because we love animals. Now, I'm going to introduce Miss New Jersey for a very important song, like all the dogs are saying, that is actually dedicated to Grace. If Lindsay could come up here. and we're all going to let her sing this tribute to Grace.
And the founder of the Moms Animal Rescue. We started this mission in 2008 as an elementary school project. My co-founder Lisa Adenofi is here from St. Joe's Paws for a Cause. Basically, it came down to educating our children. We're not going to get it right in our generation. We're making tremendous progress, but we're not going to get it right. So if we provide the education, awareness, and resources to our children, we will empower them to make change in their worlds for shelter animals. I'd like to now introduce my inspiration behind going to Georgia, behind going to Liberty Animal Control, and that's Grace. We pledged our allegiance to her town. Within 1 year, we've completely kept Liberty Animal Control alive by going down every 30 days. We average about 85 animals a month that we bring up. They're all going into receiving rescues up and down the coast. It's just absolutely been life-changing. Right now, I want Grace to come up and her owner, Phil. They came in all the way from Chicago.
Good girl, good girl. As you can see, Grace is a very, very shy dog. She's very timid, and she is a little bit freaked out by all of this. As a matter of fact, she's eating it all up. I have to tell you that before I start, Karen and Lorenzo, thank you so much for what you do. It is just absolutely immeasurably. Thank you so much. And I would like to say something that I would just like to add on to something that you mentioned earlier. When I was in school at Georgia Tech, there's a student newspaper that comes out every Friday called The Technique. And back in the early 80s, when I was an undergrad there was a little section where they would stamp a few students and ask them for their commentary on some issue at the time. And the issue at the time was civil rights. And the question that was posed to several of these students was, what can we do to raise the awareness of civil rights? What can we do to combat bigotry? And what many of the students were answering was about how laws are necessary, and laws are absolutely necessary. But it was the third student who had something that I thought was very important to say about that, and I think it applies to what we're doing here. And that is, you're not going to get change, at the snap of a finger. It doesn't happen just like that. Instead, change happens very, very, very slowly, and it changes one heart at a time, And so I'm absolutely humbled when I think of how many hearts at a time that you and your organization are changing with every single moment. So thank you so much. It is indeed a pleasure to be here. It was absolutely worth the drive from Chicago and then back to my home in Georgia. Chicago is where I've lived for the last 26 years, but my heart and soul always belong in South Georgia. So it'll be a pleasure to go back there. And I want to thank you for your kind hospitality. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Gracie. The next very important guest I'd like to introduce would be Joe and Daniel. Daniel recently, what Lorenzo had just told everybody, Daniel was almost gassed to death in a gas chamber. Joe, could you say a couple words?
Sure. Well, the only thing I would like to start with is, you may know Lou Alcindor became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Cassius Clay became Muhammad Ali. I used to be Joe Dwyer. Now I'm Daniel's dad. But I'm very proud of that. And we too would like to thank Karen Lorenzo for inviting us to this awesome time of change. And taking off what Phil said, it is taking one step at a time. I like to think that Daniel stands on many stages. In 7 short months, he's done a lot. We've gotten Daniel's Law hopefully near passed in Pennsylvania. We've gotten the ball rolling in Michigan, and we've been contacted by other states as well. We've even been contacted by people who want to create a national ban, and we'd love to see that. So who knows, maybe our next call should be to President Obama and his foe, whoever that might be, in November. Who knows, right? It shouldn't be discounted. Aside from that, though, we know that banning the gas chamber is step one. Promoting spay and neuter. Promoting adoptions. And what I always like to say, more than anything else in my talks, promoting good pet parenting. Responsible pet parenting. And they agree. And last but not least, what we always like to say is, let's also learn some lessons from these canines about life, about love, and about really making a compassionate world. Thank you. We're thrilled to be here.
Thank you, Joe. At this point, I'd like to introduce both of the folks back up. We're going to let the wedding begin. We thought it was very appropriate that 2 survivors went on to change the course of history for shelter animals. And what a better way to do that than have a wedding.
The wedding is beginning now. Thank you. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to join Grace and Daniel in holy matrimony. If anyone can show just cause why they should not be united, bark now or forever hold your leash. Grace and Daniel, do you promise to love and cherish till death do you part? And most of all, do you promise to educate people on the humane treatment of animals? To encourage adoption so that one day all shelters will be empty?
Yes.
Do you promise to promote spay and neuter for all dogs and cats?
Yes.
And help ensure that if any dog or cat is forever put to sleep, it will be done humanely? Then Grace and Daniel, accept this treat in sign of commitment to your vows. I give you this squeaky toy as a token of your constant belief that people who love dogs will do the right thing, and I join you too on your quest to bring humane treatment to all homeless animals. As best man Clark Accept this treat to confirm your support of Daniel's vows and your commitment to help make this world a better, more humane place for animals. As maid of honor, Layla, accept a treat to confirm your support of Daniel's vows and your commitment to help make this world a better and more humane place for animals.
Oh, she's sweet. She's like sweet. She's black.
And now, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you canine companions for life. Daniel, you may smell the bride. Thank you so much for coming. I would like to thank Carla at the Sheraton for helping organize this amazing wedding. And also Cindy for taking photographs of this beautiful day.
Oh yeah, she'll make short work of it.
Come on, it's
Can I have everybody's attention, please? Thank you. Is Carla? Carla, can you come up, please? Now, here's Carla. Carla, on behalf of Animal Aid USA, as well as the Moms Animal Rescue, we'd like to present this to you for everything that you've done for us to make this event absolutely spectacular. And Cindy, our photographer. Cindy, for selflessly photographing every one of our arrivals back from Georgia, and for coming all the way down here to take all these pictures. Cindy, these are for you. The next part of tonight's event is going to be to go back outside. We're going to do a procession outside. We're going to unveil the bus. I'm going to give a little bit of a story about the bus. Ellen Strack is my incredible artist. She's adopted two of our dogs.
Sure.
The two dogs, one dog came up last year. Last year we went to Georgia and we brought a mobile medical unit down. And I take great pride in saying I'm a Facebook stalker. I saw that Ellen not only adopted one of our dogs, but she also is a mural artist and an incredible artist. And I asked her if she could simply paint an RV for us. And that turned into a masterpiece. So we took that down 95 for 14 hours last year. My husband towed it. He didn't know that not only did he tow it, but he donated it. He ended up being the anonymous donor. So this year, Steve Dash of the Humane Society of Atlantic County, who's here. Steve is my mentor in rescue. He's been in rescue for years. I look up to him. He takes in our animals. He is a lifeline. He asked me one day, I have a bus. Could you do something with it if I donate it to you? Well, don't give me an idea because we did something with the bus. I contacted Ellen. I can't say enough about Ellen. She selflessly donated all of her time to this bus. We want to unveil it tonight. Ellen has a horse rescue, and she takes in horses from slaughter. So we're going to take everybody outside. We're going to take a look at the bus, and anybody interested in any type of artwork, painting, whatever, Ellen is your person to do it. So if everybody just wants to walk outside, we're going to go over to the bus parking lot. Thank you so much. Oh, you know what? I need can I have everybody's attention for just a second? Ellen's just going to say a couple words.
Hi, everybody. I've never spoken in a microphone before, sorry. I run South Jersey Horse Rescue. It's a complete nonprofit organization. We've been in existence 2.5 years. What's happening because of the economy is people are sending their horses to auction, and these horses are being taken up to Canada and down to Mexico, and they're slaughtered inhumanely and made for human consumption. These are not meat animals, they're pets. They're people's pets. They're race horses, they're children's ponies, and because of the economy, this is what's happening. People don't know about it. Now, President Obama is actually trying to pass a law saying that we will open slaughterhouses for human consumption of horses, our pets, in the United States. He's saying it'll make jobs. I would like to ask everyone to write to their congressman, support H.R. 2966, which is abolishing the slaughter of horses for human consumption. It's the same problem with the dogs and the cats. There's overbreeding, and people are not responsible owners. We run this horse rescue. We take abused horses, horses that are dying, horses that are starved. We bring them back to life, and then we give them away to free to good homes. It's the same thing with the dogs and cats, but these are pets and they should not be eaten. So I just wanted to give a word about the horse rescue. There are brochures about us right on the counter out there. We need volunteers. We need sponsors. We need publicity people, anyone who would like to help. It's really rewarding. Like painting the bus. That was really rewarding too. I loved it. And I did put one of our special horses on the bus, Up in Heaven, Kate, which you'll see. She came to us starved with a horrible disease called EPM. She had lice, and she had been a very successful racehorse and a broodmare for many years. And someone just chucked her away, and it took us many thousands of dollars to bring her back to health, and she finally died of old age. So she's up on the bus. Everybody will see it. Thank you. Pick up a brochure.
When you're ready to get your car, go to Jeremy and give them
All right, we're going to go unveil the bus now, so if everybody wants to walk out the front, let's go move that bus.
Video.
Good.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah, there, we didn't do any redos. All right. It's actually got videos in so there's going to be more. We're so far in depth right now. It's South Jersey. Hollywood trying to get a hold of us and the mess move this away from our original value. And that's
Your grandma's gonna kill you.
That's Philly. Water.
Here.
I lived on Fort Davis. He came from the talk about country recipe, like he came from the
He was talking about I don't have any dogs right now, but I have all my animals. Several of them. Right now I'm down to cats only. Oh, slow down, I'm wearing heels. And a horse.
I'm just look at it, that's your moment.
Yeah, I'll be in a minute. Oh, you gotta have more bubbles. Yeah, my bubbles.